Soul Simmers, welcome in or welcome back. My name is Ro and I make a lot of Sims videos. I hope you enjoy. Something I struggle with when I'm playing legacy challenges, especially when I'm playing multiple at the same time, is keeping track of my progress and remembering where I am. I constantly find myself tracing back my steps and figuring out which goals I've already reached, which ones I still needed to work on. I even wrote my own legacy challenge, which would suggest that I would remember the goals, but unfortunately I keep retracing my steps there as well, and then I figured I need to solve this problem. As it happens, I'm also a huge Notion girly. For those who know, you'll know. And I decided, you know what, why not just use that and kind of like combine my two skills and make a tracker for myself. And then I realized that I liked making trackers and it kind of became an addiction. And so far I've made trackers for 6 different legacy challenges and I have many more to come. So I'm going to explain to you in this video how they work and where you can get them, because I actually made them completely for free for you to get as well, so you can start tracking your legacy challenges too. Like I mentioned, the templates are completely free, and you know what is also free? Subscribing to my channel. We're actually really close to 10k subscribers and it would mean a lot if we hit that milestone. And also liking the video helps it get to more people so much. So if you're willing to do those things, if the templates are helpful, you would have my infinite gratitude. Without further ado, let's actually hop into the templates so I can show you how they work. So I would like to start off by showcasing the pack legacy challenge dashboard. In case you're not aware, is the legacy challenge that I wrote myself, where every generation is a new pack and I challenge you to play through all of them. I'm also playing this myself on my YouTube channel, so if you're ever interested in finding a new cozy let's play, feel free to check that out as well. But this is the challenge tracker for it. And the thing that I try to do with all of these is I try to give you a way that you don't constantly have to refer back to the rules, but you can just kind of use this tracker as your guide through the challenge as well. So when you have the main dashboard of a legacy challenge, you have the challenge progress, and this progress bar will update automatically by you ticking off things that I'll show you later in the video. Basically, this allows you to track your overall progress because my challenge actually has optional goals as well. If you're only completing the mandatory goals, you won't be able to complete the challenge further than 72.5%, which is basically your 100% then, I guess. If you're gonna do all of the goals, including the optional ones, then you can actually get this to 100. So that's just a little disclaimer on the board. It also allows you to have quick access to the generation that you're currently playing. And if you do want to refer to all of the actual rules, every single dashboard has the official rules of the challenge listed over here. And then you have an overview of all of the generations. In my case, we actually have 30 generations at this point. That's how many expansion packs we have. And then there is something that I call important pages, which is like the master database that kind of fuels all of the other things in the tracker. If you get any of these, I would recommend you to just simply not touch this page. Just don't you can open it, but don't change anything, because as soon as you change stuff here, everything else could break. But unfortunately, there's no way for me to like lock it or anything. So you're just gonna have to do that on your own accord and make sure that you don't break it. However, all of the other things you can just use, and I'll show you how it works. Whenever you actually open a card, let me just expand it so that you can see the full page. You have the generation page, which allows you to replace this image. You can do that by clicking on here, and then you can say replace, and then you can upload your own picture. So you can like add a portrait of your sim that is your main sim for this generation. I've already filled in the traits and the jobs because those are things that come with the challenge as rules, but you can add your own name, the gender of your sim, or like the pronouns that they use. You can add their relationship status, and you can add any remarks that you want. If you want even to write like more things about your sim, you can just go ahead and click on the little plus icon underneath, and it will add an extra row to the table, allowing you to basically register anything that you want about your sim. If you want to make an actual family tree and register most of these things in the family tree itself, I do have 2 videos, both for the Sims Legacy Hub and the Sims Tree on my channel. Feel free to watch those videos as a review to which family tree app you prefer to use, but I have videos on both. And yeah, you could also add your family tree as a picture in this card if you wanted to. Then below you can see the goals, and you can see that I've split them up in mandatory and optional, and then you can basically see whether it's a pack feature, a skill goal, a storyline goal, an aspiration goal, etc. I'll quickly tick off like a couple of goals in the first generation so you can kind of see what happens. And then if we go back to the dashboard itself, you can see that we've now completed 2% of the challenge. So again, this tracker will update automatically. What you can do to get the generation that you're currently playing on, you can actually tick this one. If you untick it, you'll see behind here that it actually disappears. If you want to be able to access that quickly, again, you can click on that again and it will show up on the currently playing. Every generation has a card like this. I made sure to add like a cute little cover for every single page that matches with the pack. There is the pack icon. That is the one that you can see on the home dashboard. And that is it. That's the whole tracker. That's all you have to do. You can just use it to track how far you are in the challenge. And again, it basically shows all the rules that you, or all the things that you need to do for a generation. For any of the basic rules, you can still refer to like the total legacy challenge. I'll quickly show you the entire page for that. It is actually on my website. This also contains an explanation of the tracker, so in case you want to refer to it like documented, it is over here as well. It contains the link directly to my website, so you can grab that too. And then you can find my playthrough, and you can over here find the generations and the rules. If you click on that, it will take you to a page which has all of the basic rules, any additional rules, anything about stuff packs and kits, because I don't have separate generations for those, and then all of the generations, and you can kind of just click on them and it will give you an overview. But basically anything within this card is in the Legacy Challenge tracker, so you don't have to constantly refer back to this. I've made sure to add everything in this page for you to use. So that's the first one, and after making this one, I got so excited. I was so motivated. I posted about it on Twitter and people seemed to really like it, so then I went ahead and made one for the Not So Berry challenge, as that is another challenge that I'm currently playing on my Twitch channel. So if you like the Not So Berry and you would like to see my playthrough, my Twitch channel is linked down below, and I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you are more than welcome to join. I am currently on the Plum generation. I've been playing for a long time because I do like to take my sweet time with storytelling. As you can see, the layout of the dashboard is very much the same, although it is a lot shorter, because unlike the Pack Legacy that has 30 generations, the Not So Berry only has 10 generations, so it's a more traditional Legacy challenge. And I tried to kind of make the look and feel of this dashboard also fit with the type of challenge. And this is the point where I realized that it truly became an obsession, because I had the layout figured out and I wanted to just make more. So I reached out to some of my friends and I was like, what kind of Legacy challenge would you like to have a dashboard for? And one of my good friends, Alex, or the Awful Gamer, actually made a Taylor Swift inspired Legacy challenge called the Midnight Legacy, or the Midnight's Legacy. I was so inspired. I actually listened to Taylor Swift's album throughout the entire making of this dashboard. And again, it is a very similar layout to what we've already seen before. You can directly link to all of the original rules of this challenge, which I recommend you for this specific one to still read through, because there's a lot of little cute bits and bobs of like why certain things in the challenge are the way they are, because they're inspired by certain subsets of lyrics from Taylor. So I can highly recommend still checking out the original rules and just reading through them for fun. But to track it, I made sure to have all of the covers from all of the songs on the album so that it actually fits. So for any Taylor fans out there, if you like The Sims, if you like Taylor Swift, I highly recommend playing this challenge, and just in general using the dashboard, because it just adds a little bit of extra spice and fun to it. Then from there, someone actually asked if they could use my template to add the Barbie Legacy to it. So my good friend Kiki, I've made sure to link all of their socials on the template itself, so you can also find all of their information. But they went ahead and used my template to make their own version. So I do have permission from her to actually share it on my socials and stuff. But we also have one for the Barbie. This is actually the dashboard that inspired me to start playing the Barbie Legacy Challenge in my own time. So it's very pink, obviously very important, but it has the same layout. You can find all the rules. You can have the current generation. Everything is on here. I really like that she went ahead and like updated all of the icons to match the actual generation of that Barbie Legacy. And as always, the same layout for the page. You have the traits, the aspiration, all of those things, and the goals. The Barbie Legacy is actually not that much of an extensive Legacy challenge. So if you're looking for an easy starter into Legacy challenges, I feel like the Barbie is a really, really good one to start with. At that point, I had made so many Legacy challenge trackers that a lot of people were requesting the Sims in Bloom one. And I actually once started the Sims in Bloom. I never finished the entire challenge, but I really like this because as a plant mom and someone who really loves nature, I thought it was super fun to design one that has like the whole flower and plants thing. So I also have one for the Sims in Bloom, and I really like making this one. It was hard to find a good one for the Death Flower because obviously that's not a real flower, but I think I found a picture that matches. It again uses the entire same layout, but it just looks really flowery and cute. And also this is a really nice Legacy challenge to play through. So if I remember correctly, there is a base game version of this one as well. I think the person who made the challenge also lists to this on their website. So if you don't have many packs, but you would still like to do a Legacy challenge, I believe this one and the Not So Berry, both of those have a base game version as well. And then at that point, I felt like I needed a bit more of a challenge and I wanted to make something that had a different layout. So I was like, you know what? A lot of people play the 100 Baby challenge, and why not track that too? So I kind of swapped things around a little bit because I was like, what kind of information do you want to write down about your 100 Baby challenge? So again, we have the official rules. So if you're ever curious how to play through the 100 Baby, you can immediately access them over here. We still have a progress tracker, but it basically just counts how many out of 100 babies you've had. I've added a new feature, which is quickly adding a new baby daddy, or a new matriarch. The only unfortunate thing in this is if you have a baby that eventually becomes your next matriarch, you will have to manually add them as a matriarch as well, but then as an adult, because I couldn't figure figure out a way to like get a baby to turn into a matriarch and then still show up in all the right places in the dashboard. So that's just for you to know. If you want to use this to track it and one of your babies becomes a matriarch, you have to add them separately. But yeah, you can just click this and it will immediately make a new card for the person that you're making. You can actually see who's currently in your household. So let me actually make one. You can click if they're the current matriarch. That means that they will show up in the currently in household. You can add or link all of the babies. So as soon as you start making babies, you can actually link which babies were made or like were had by this specific matriarch. You can add a picture of them. And if you do that, it will also show up on the dashboard as like their profile picture. And you can obviously give them a name. When it comes to the babies, you can actually add a lot more information. So you can add their name, you can add which number of baby they were, what their pronouns are. I've added 3 default ones, but you can just add more ones if you want. You can link who their mother was. So as you can see the untitled card here, but let's say that we named this person Sarah, then it would show up as Sarah here. If you link the mother here, it will automatically be linked on the matriarch card as well. You can link who their baby daddy was. This will link from the baby daddy database. So if you add with a button, you click on new baby daddy, then you can link who the baby daddy was. You can say currently in household. As soon as you tick that, they will show up over here. As soon as you untick that, they will be removed from the currently in household. You could say that they became a matriarch, which it doesn't automatically link to become a new matriarch, but it does allow you to track which babies actually grew up to be the next matriarch. And you can actually add a picture of the baby. You can decide whether you want to do that when they're a baby, when they're a kid, when they're a teen. That's kind of up to you. And that's all the things that you can track about your babies. And then for the baby daddies, let me also show you, you can actually write the name of the baby daddy and you can allow, or like you can link which baby they had, and then you can add a picture if you want. And that's it. And then eventually you'll have a full list of cards over here of all the baby daddies. If all is well, you should have 100 of those. For the matriarchs, you'll probably have, some people will only have one because some people play through the entire challenge with only one mother, but you can actually have multiple listed over here. And then you'll have a list of all of the babies that you've had, their names, who their dads are, who the mom was, and you'll be able to track your progress in terms of how many babies you've had. And you'll always be able to see who's currently living in your active household. That's the idea of the dashboard. Let me know if you like this idea, because I know I probably won't be making a dashboard for the Super Sim challenge simply because James Turner already has the best tracker out there for this challenge. There's no way that I'm going to top that with a Notion template. But if there's any challenges that you would find interesting for me to make in a tracker version, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always looking for more. I do already have an idea. My next one will probably be the Black Widow challenge, because I think it is a really fun way to track who you killed and how you killed them and how much money you got from them maybe. So that would be a fun idea. Other than that, I don't have too many ideas yet. So feel free to just link challenges down below that you would like a tracker for, because I would love to make them. I'm really enjoying this whole process. So feel free to just jump in and give me some inspiration. I think that was it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below your general thoughts on the trackers and stuff, because I would love to hear what you think of it. And also, again, these trackers are free and I do put a lot of time in making these. So supporting me by subscribing to the channel, watching my other videos and liking this video genuinely helps so incredibly much and would be a great way to show support for getting all of these things for free. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye everyone.